Well, Gaffer, we're coming off the back of a brilliant result on Saturday. It's one of those quick Tuesday turnarounds. Enfield Town now. Is the hope that our momentum just carries us through?
Um, we want momentum. We've got momentum. We've had momentum for a while, and it's always a big driver, isn't it? We had it last season at this time of the season where we found momentum, and it pushes you. With that, for me, you have to make sure complacency don't creep in, because momentum is the ultimate driver of complacency as well. People think they've cracked it, and that's definitely not the case in our case and this group of players. So we're ultimately focused. We'll have a recovery day today, and then we obviously face a real tougher away test tomorrow, which we'll be more than ready for.
Yeah, an Enfield Town away from home. They found themselves in a relegation battle, but we know full well that those are almost sometimes the teams to be afraid of, especially away from home.
Definitely, and I'll be truly honest with you. I'm a little bit shocked that they're in that place. To be honest with you, we've watched a lot of them. I've watched a fair few of the games, and I really like them. I like the system they play. I like the way they play the system. They can be a big physical side when they need to be, but they can play as well. So we know we're going to have to be at our best tomorrow, especially away from home. It always brings different challenges. So we're focused, we're ready. Boys are in good spirits. We are slowly getting little bits where we need to get them. It's been a process, and it'll continue to be a process. But it is what we said it was going to be at the start of the season. We said right at the start, this is going to the wire, and it's going to go to the wire.
And I think we're in that back end of the season now. I think, what do you call it, winning time, the time to step up. And I think this season you've been building a squad centering around mentality. Do you think this is now where that really is going to come into play, and we're going to prove that we should be up there?
Yeah, totally. I think we are. In all my experiences, when you get to these moments, the mindset is more important than anything else, and that was part of the reason we had a little bit of a shake around in the last couple of weeks, with people going out, people coming in, not because there were bad players that were leaving us. It was just a different freshness and a different mindset we needed in the building for this moment in our journey. I think the boys coming in, they come with no pressure on them. They come with a freedom, they come with an energy, they come with a point to prove, and that kicks everybody else on, because these are good players. You see John and Josh come off the bench. You see Jason starting, running the show. There's a real energy, and what that does is it makes everybody else perform, because they know that they have to keep the places. So we've got competition now. We've got good competition. We've got good focus. The mentality's top draw, and like you say, we're in money time. We're in winning time. This is where the big boys step up now. This is where, if you've got anything about you as a top player, you step forward and you say, "Give me the challenge. Give me the pressure. I want it," and that's where we need to be.
Yeah, and I think the fact we're bringing Josh and John off the bench in a game just proves how strong that squad you've built is. And now that you've got that competition and that big, talented, fit squad, is it starting to become a bit difficult to pick the starting 11 each week?
Not to pick the starting 11, because the players do that. I think the players always do that, and I'm really honest in the way I manage people. So people always know where they stand with me, whether they like it or they don't like it. I'll always have conversations and be honest, so we've got clarity. But for me, it's the mentality that if you're in the team and you know you're not doing what your position needs to do, there has to be a pressure on you. And we've been there for a while now, that the guys know I have to perform. I understand, and they understand. You can't be brilliant every game. It's impossible to be brilliant every game. Nobody's brilliant every game. But with that, then you understand that the next game you might have to take a breather. And for me, it's not picking the 11 that's hard. It's keeping the squad in connection with that. That if you're not playing, then you support the squad. You get around the boys. You make sure that you're doing whatever you can to win a league, because next week you could be back in the team. And the boys have been great at that. The boys have been unbelievable at that. I spoke about George on Saturday. Ultimate frustration for George at the minute, because he's a born goal scorer. Alfie's the same, scores goals. So when them guys aren't putting it in the net, they take that personal. But what they've both done he's been unbelievable team players. They've helped the other guys. They've got around the boys, and their time will come for scoring again. I've got no doubts about it. And then you see people like Cess going back in the team on Saturday, unbelievable. Freddie, wow. And it's mindset. It's nothing else. It's mindset of I'm a winner. I'm professional. And when I go back in, I'm going to show everyone what I can do, and we're going to need that till the end of the season.
Just finally, Enfield not too far away. Just a message for the fans, the Pink Army who will be making their way up to North London tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think Pink Army need any message from me. We rock and roll when we're away from home. They're amazing. They bring the fire, and that's what we need. And we look forward every away game to seeing them, because they break down barriers for us when we're away, and I've got no doubts whatsoever they'll bring the noise tomorrow, and hopefully we can give them something to shout about.